You know what I hate? When the heat of the game becomes the heat on your ears. We got a solution for that right now? Probably.
Now, as you can tell from the title, this is specifically for the Razer Mano'wars, but there are versions of this for the Razer Kraken Pros, I believe. Now, these pop off just like the regular ear pads that you get for your Mano'wars. The sides are also the same, they're still made of that leatherette material. But here's where the magic happens, where there is a cooling gel infused where it contacts your head. On top of that is a special cloth designed to allow for better heat transfer to keep your head cool, rather than burning up under the leather. The instructions are straightforward, you just gonna take it and pop it off the headset, and here we have the new one in comparison to the old one. As you can tell, it's a little bigger, in one way anyway, but it'll fit just the same. Let's take a look at the other side, and oops. Anyway, in contrast to the old one, the new one will have a texture that feels somewhat like a really smooth microfiber, and if you squeeze it, you can really feel the cooling gel under. Now for size comparison, you'll notice that the oval one is taller. This will accommodate those of you with larger ears. If you have smaller ears, I would stick to the circular ones, but you should really check out the store to see which size you prefer. Now putting on the ear pads is a very simple process. You just take your ear pad, press it on, make sure it's the right side, and then you're done. So this is how it looks with the regular ear pads on. So now if I switch it to the oval ones right here, you'll notice that the top and the bottoms will jut out just a little bit due to the larger oval size, but that shouldn't be a problem.
Now, are these ear cushions actually good for cooling? Short answer, no. Long answer, kind of. So what the ear pads don't do is cool you down. What they do is they keep you cooler. Your head will still get warm, but they won't get nearly as hot as they would as if when you had the leatherette due to the gel materials. I think what would make more sense is if they were called heat dissipation, but I guess in some senses it is cooling because it's cooler than you would normally have your head. Still, it kind of gives a misnomer that your head's going to be like, nice and cold, but the reality is it's still going to be warm. It's just not going to get uncomfortably hot when you play for long periods of time. Now the question is, do I think it's worth it? Now my answer is yes. While it is I'm getting dizzy right now. While it is still technically warm, you will last longer because it is essentially cooler, as they say, despite still being warm. But the fact that I can play longer and not have my head burn or feel like, dang, it's too hot, I gotta do this more often, I think that's a really nice factor. Still, there will be a point, like on a really hot day, or maybe your room is just hot and there's no ventilation, it's still gonna get warm and you're gonna go like, dang, it's getting hot in here. But for the most part, in most conditions where you're not in some arid or really hot weather, your head will be a lot better. And even if you're in hotter weather, if you switch to these, it's gonna be a lot cooler than if you had the, the typical leather ones. Still, it is about 20 bucks. So when you get these, the expectation isn't that, wow, these are so nice and cool. It's gonna be like, wow, I'm gonna last longer. It's like, you're not changing out your engine, you're changing out your tires. And so this has been technical. I hope this, am I out of focus? This has been technical. I hope this helps.